Hello students, welcome to MGC Learning. Under the chapter Human Health and Diseases, today we are going to see the topic Life Cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. So our today's topic is Life Cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. Student, this is the life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. Let's see what is first Ascarisis. In a last lecture, we had discussed about the ascarisis. In short, ascarisis is a defined as it is an infectious disease of a human intestinal tract. It is an infectious disease of human intestinal tract. This ascarisis is caused by the a roundworm called as Ascaris lumbricoides. Ascaris lumbricoides, it is an endoparasite. It is an endoparasite which live in the lumen of a small intestine. Which live in the lumen of a small intestine. It has a long and a slender body. Further, it has a tapering ends. Its entire body is covered by a thick extracellular cuticle. This extracellular cuticle is secreted by the cellular epidermis. This is about the Ascaris lumbricoides. But student, in our today's lecture, we are going to see the life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. Here, this is the life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. There are so many steps are there, but to understand, I have divided entire life cycle into the 9 steps. So I have divided entire life cycle into the 9 steps. So start with step number 1. Step number 1, as you know that the adult worm of Ascaris lumbricoides live in the lumen of a small intestine. They live in the lumen of a small intestine. Lumens mean cavity of a small intestine. Part number 2. Within that lumen of a small intestine, adult female worm may produce 2 lakh eggs per day, and which are passed with the fecus. I repeat, within that lumen of a small intestine, adult female worm may produce 2 lakh eggs per day, and which are passed with the fecus. That eggs may be of 2 types. One, it is of unfertilized eggs, and other type is of fertilized eggs. So whatever the eggs which are present within the fecus, that eggs, it may be of unfertilized eggs or may be of fertilized eggs. If the unfertilized eggs may be ingested, then they are not infective because it does not cause any infection. Unfertilized eggs may be ingested, but they are not infective because they does not cause any infection. This is about the part number 2. Into the part number 2, a female adult worm may produce 2 lakh eggs per day, and which are passed with the fecus. That eggs may be of 2 types, unfertilized eggs or the fertilized eggs. Unfertilized eggs may be ingested, but they are not infective because it does not cause any infection. Start with part number 3. Now, infective larvae, they start developing inside the fertilized eggs. As I said, the fecus contains fertilized eggs as well as the unfertilized eggs. Within the fertilized eggs, infective larvae start developing. Such fertilized eggs are called as infective eggs because they contain the infective larvae. So see the definition of infective eggs. Within the or inside the fertilized eggs, infective larvae start developing. Once the infective larvae starts developing within the fertilized eggs, such eggs are called as infective eggs. This is about the part number 3. Part number 4. Now, these infective eggs, they get mixed with the food and make the food contaminated. So such type of food is known as a contaminated food because this contaminated food contains the infective eggs. Part number 4. These infective eggs containing infective larvae gets mixed with the food and make the food contaminated. Such type of a food is known as a contaminated food. Part number 5. Such contaminated food is swallowed by the man. Such contaminated food is swallowed by the man. Part number 6. So that infective eggs containing infective larvae enters into the lumen of a small intestine. These infective eggs containing infective larvae enter into the small intestine where the infective larvae hatch out from the eggs and they start invading the intestinal mucosa. I repeat, when such type of contaminated food is swallowed by the man, as I said, contaminated food contains the infective eggs. These infective eggs enters after swallowing. These infective eggs they enters into the lumen of a small intestine where infective larvae hatch out and they starts invading the intestinal mucosa. Intestinal mucosa, it is a one of the layer of the small intestine. This is about part number 5 and the part number 6. Let's see part number 7. Then via circulation means with the help of the blood, these infective larvae enter into the heart and from the heart it enters into the lungs. So via circulation, these infective larvae from the intestinal mucosa enters into the heart and from the heart it enters into the lungs. Part number 8. After reaching within the lungs, larvae gets mature and they becomes adult. After reaching within the lungs, the larvae mature further in the lungs and then they start penetrating the alveolar walls and finally enter into the trachea. Let's see the part number 8 once again. After reaching within the lungs, the larvae gets mature into the adult. These adult they start penetrating the alveolar walls, and after penetrating the alveolar walls, these adult they enter into the trachea. Student, alveoli are the structural and the functional unit of a lungs. Means internally lung is made up of number of microscopic structures and that structures are called as alveoli, and that alveoli they have a walls which are called as alveolar walls. Student, these adult they penetrate the alveolar walls and finally enter into the trachea. Point number 9. From the trachea they reach to the pharynx. And from the pharynx they enters into the esophagus, and from the esophagus all these adult worm finally enters into the lumen of a small intestine. See the point number 9 again, or the part number 9 again. From the trachea all that adult worm they reach to the pharynx. From the pharynx they enters into the esophagus, and from the esophagus they finally enters into the lumen of a small intestine, so that the cycle gets continued. This is called as a life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. So student, in this topic we have seen the life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides, which is divided into the 9 steps or into the 9 parts. Thank you so much.